Rachel Imenu was buried a Kivrat Aretz from Beit Lechem. Seems clear, right? The problem is, we don't know what the word Kivrat means. All the Parshanim deal with it, some saying it means a short distance, and others a significant distance. Rashi writes that it means it's very close. But the Ramban, in his Perush on the Torah, argues and writes that this means it's a significant distance from Beit Lechem, which would make it hard to identify it as the Kever Rachel we know and love, which is very close to ancient Beit Lechem and virtually surrounded by modern Beit Lechem. But then he adds, and for me, this is really exciting. You can practically hear the excitement in his writing at this chus of being able to settle in Eretz Yisrael and learn from the land. He continues and writes, "Ze katavti tchila." That's what I wrote at the beginning. V'achshav shezachiti ubati liYerushalayim. Now that I was zocher to come to Yerushalayim, shevach lakel hatov v'mitiv. Thankfully to Hashem. I've seen with my own eyes that the distance between Kever Rachel and Beit Lechem is not even a Roman mile, less than a mile of today. This explanation has been disproven. You can hear the excitement as he learns from the land itself and the excitement at being able to be here in Eretz Yisrael. From the different references to Kever Rachel throughout Tanakh, including in Shmuel aleph Perik Yud, where Shaul passes by Kivrat Rachel on his way back to Givah, and in Sefer Yirmiyahu with Kol B'Rama Nishma, some say it seems that Kever Rachel sounds like it should be found within the Nachalah of Binyamin, one of her sons. And there are answers given to defend his current location in each case. In the end of the day, I like to say two things. Firstly, we're not davening to the mace, but in the schus and their merit. As such, whether this is a kever, where she's actually buried, or a tziyun, a marker and place to connect with the neshama and zchuyot, it doesn't make much of a difference to me. The main thing is the tefillot connected with her merit, and this has also been sanctified through dozens of generations of tears and tefillot poured out in this place. And secondly, if it's good enough for the Ramban, it's certainly good enough for me. Dr. David Applebaum saved tons of lives and helped countless people as the head of the emergency room in Shaare Zedek and the founder of Terem Emergency Centers. He took his daughter Nava out for a cup of coffee and a chat just before her wedding when a terrorist came in and blew himself up. All the preparations for the simcha were ready, and in his place, father and daughter were buried. Rachel gave up everything to save her sister from the embarrassment of a lifetime, but in doing so became a symbol of kindness and caring for eternity. Just before what should have turned into one of the happiest moments in her life, that moment when she would hold her newborn baby in her hands, she was taken from the world. But in her passing, she became an emissary, davening for Am Yisrael, and her tziyun, a place for us to come and connect with Hashem and to daven in her merit. Nava never got to wear the dress to her wedding. The special moment she waited for to get married and raise children, taken away at the last instant. But as she remains an eternal bride, the wedding dress she never got the chance to wear under the chuppah became a parochet, covering an aron of Torah scrolls by Kever Rachel, where she too can be an emissary for our nation, raising our tefillot up before Hashem. Yehi zichron baruch.